وعن ابن عمر رضي الله تعالى عنهما وعن كل صحابة أجمعين أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala says that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Az-zulmu zulumatun yawm al-qiyamah." The zulm, right, or whatever the zulm you are going to intend to be, is going to bring about zulumat on the day of judgment. Understand something? Now over here, the usage of zulumat suggests that there are multiple different levels of zulms. Right, now the first zulm is talking about oppression, as we have discussed. The second zulm is actually linguistically referring to darkness. So that is also zalam, that is also darkness, right? But the wordings are same, zalamim, right? Why is it darkness? Because Allahu nur, right? Allah is nur, Allah is light, right? And then deprivation of that nur is darkness, is zulm. So any kind of oppression or any kind of disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in itself has darkness within it. It has deprivation of nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from within it. And that's why your action of sinful action in this world is going to become a means of darkness in the akhirah. Allah will not lend you His nur at that time. Right? اتقوا فراسة المؤمن فإنه ينظر بنور الله أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. Be careful, be worryful about the firasa, the foresightedness of a mu'min. Why? Because he looks and his wisdom is from the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's because of that. When the mu'min starts making disobedience, ma'asi, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes the nur away. You don't need it. Right? You are going on your own darkness path. So, az-zulmu zulumat yawm al-qiyamah. You are going to face those zulumat, those darknesses in the qiyamah. So, zulm in the sense of oppression suggests that even darkness is an oppression. However, darkness is an outcome of the zulm perpetrated. This is because the zalim will be deprived of the nur of the light of guidance. Others have mentioned the zulumat is actually referring to the severeness and the excessive punishments that are going to come about because of the oppression that you have committed over here. Now, once we do give the concept of that zulm is for every person in its own level, a leader, a person who is a leader, he is going to take away the rights of other people in different way. Maybe taking away their money, maybe taking away their land, putting impositions of restrictions or things like that, undue taxes which were not supposed to be there. All those kind of things are going to come under the zulm. And we are going to say so and so is a tyrant. He does not care about what's adl, what is balanced. Rather, he tries to take oppressively from others, and that's his zulm, right? Essentially, what is all that? That is all his sins that he's going to go and stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala about it, right? So these are the sins that he will have to answer for. So when we come back to az-zulmu zulumati yawm al-qiyamah, meaning this all these kind of different zulm, they are going to bear the kinds of darknesses and the kind of punishments and everything in the akhirah. Another thing my Ustad used to mention at this point in this hadith is try to recall where you would require the most nur from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the akhirah. Because we are talking about qiyamah, yawm al-qiyamah, right? So after the qiyamah, you will need Allah's nur the most is when you will be on the sirat, on the bridge of sirat, pull of sirat. Okay, so you will need the light at that time, the most of it. And if Allah brings darkness over there for you, you will not be able to find the path, right? Hadith Sharif comes in Muslim Sharif, and talking about how the people who will be going on the bridge of Sirat, they will not be able to see because of the darkness that has surrounded them. They will be mu'mineen who will be bright like sun, and they will just be going in the brilliance of the nur. But there will be those whose light will diminish because of the burden of the sins that they are carrying, and that light will diminish until so much so that a person would be standing there and he would have a light to the size of his thumb, right? Thumbnail. Okay, not the thumbnail in the computer, the thumbnail, the nail on the thumb, right? That much. And not only that much, that this light will be flickering on, off, right? And when it would come on, he would take 2 steps and it would go off and he can't see anything. And it would come on, he would take 2 steps and my Ustad, may Allah give him jaza, he used to give us practical examples. He would say, go now, look for the darkest of the night, right? Alhamdulillah, in South Africa, we used to have thunderstorms and things like that. So there would be blackouts. And sometimes you're driving on the road and you cannot see any light, right? So he would say, in such a time, turn all your lights off, headlights and everything off. Only start your blinkers. You know, your blinkers going on like that. He said, like, you want to feel the heba and the ibra from it, take the consideration from the hadith, go and drive like that. And you will see, you will be so afraid of driving on the straight road, because you cannot see. All you can see is a little bit of light and then off, light and off, right? So this is what the hadith is talking about. Zulmu zulumatun yawm al-qiyamah. Many different types of darknesses that will envelop a person if he is going to not care about his time and his hukuk at this time.